That's Fifth Avenue. Famous Fifth Avenue. Here we are. Here's the 33rd, one of the 33rd Street entrance to Empire State Building. And you can see just it's right here in front of the store. And it's a murky Manhattan skyline. And Nadine. Here we have this beat up Alex Ross Superman in the window. We gotta change her window. Here's the front of the store. All kinds of statues. And Nadine, take this bag. It's our Madman poster from 5 years ago. Like all our poses of fortune and free publicity. Here are our $45.95 shirts that people seem to love. It's on these handles for a fist. Blade, The Punisher, Bruce Lee, Dragon Ball. Acme Novelty Library's taking its proper spot. Our Love and Rockets display, a month after the book came out, we're still flying the flag of Love and Rockets. You can see right in the store, Archie comics, visible from the street. First off, when you walk in the store, the first things you can get here at Jim Hanley's Universe are these expensive statues. I Love Lucy, very comic book oriented, of course. The mini busts, all kinds of statues everywhere. Nadine, come over here. Over here, this is the front door, so over here, you walk in. We have this new humor rack we just got recently reinstalled. Our front end caps, the wall battle chasers. There's all kinds of books we feel appeal to the general public, like Snake and Bacon's Cartoon Cabaret and TV Funhouse Ex-Presidents. Over here we have a whole bunch of strip books, Calvin and Hobbes, Beetle Bailey figurines. Okay. Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, come around this way. Some X-Men graphic novels here. And we have more Archie comics. Every Archie title imaginable. You can see, I did this to my girlfriend's sweater, who's a camera person tonight, Nadine, just a few months ago. Shrunk her sweater. Caused a lot of controversy. You come and make your purchase. We have the same cash registers here that we've been using for the last 10 years. And a wall of DC Archives, editions, Spirit, heavy quantity of all these things, bulletin board, Marvel Masterworks. So, over here, we have comic bags, comic boards, My Light 2s. We have stacks and stacks and stacks of comic bags of every type and variety. Thick mags, magazine, record album sleeves, you get the idea. Book jacket covers, another really good seller here. So right here in the front, we have a rack of comics journals. We keep several years worth of comics journals up. We dig them out of the basement, we reorder them, we get them in. And plus some other comic-related fanzines. We love the Comics Journal here. It's a big part of makes us who we are. We have Filler Bunny, South Park stuff, all this plush, various action figures by the score. We have lunch boxes. Devil Girl, it's one of our favorites. Bart Simpson, $2.95. $2 less than Toys R Us. Everyone's favorite, Black Jesus. Also, action figures by the score. And then up here, more Back Issue comics. Running around the whole store. So we go down to the end here. And we have a selection of a wall of DC action figures. I mean, this is every DC Direct figure. We have tons of these things. And we sell tons of these things. More back issues. Then over here we have our comic book price guides, our Phantom directories, various art books. Alex Toth, rhymes with both. Ralph Steadman, some exciting Ralph Steadman work. And Neon Park, Weasels Rip My Flesh. This is where the alphabet starts. So if we come back into the front door, say if you're a comic fan, okay, and turn around now, and you come in through the front door, you walk in, okay, I'm going to look for comics now. And this is just general, this is where it all begins. You know, this is how we've been racking comics here for a long time. Don't know if this is how we're going to be racking forever. Take a step back and get a shot of the whole thing. Age of Bronze, virtually everything is up here. Acme Novelty Libraries, we made these little cards pronouncing Time.com's best comics. It's a little battered, but we see a lot of action around here. And then American Century, American Splendor. We love American Splendor. It starts running. And we just have rack after rack. I want to get a very wide shot of this. Just we'll walk along. You get to see all the comics. Endless racks of Batman comics. Every Batman graphic novel. Our friend, got this? Our friend Alex Simmons, comic writer, just got a job doing a Batman comic. So we put up the news over here by the Batman comics. He's a good friend of Jim Hanley's universe. Joel carries comics, Blackjack. And then the alphabet continues this way. And then the alphabet goes around and it wraps around. And it keeps wrapping. Over on this side, we have back issue comics. There's a bin here in the center aisle. But our new comics keep wrapping. Huge rack of Steve Ditko comics, very important, very essential. Will Eisner. We have a little card for Will Eisner. We have cards like this all over the store for different artists. Homemade cards. We made them here on the computer. Gotta make some new ones because they're getting a little old. Over here we have a whole wall of NBM books. Special arrangement for them. Okay, and here, let me show you this. We have a whole rack of EC comics. You know, and classic comic strip reprints over here, like Little Nemo, Prince Valiant. And then we walk around this, we have even more. We have a lot of ACGs, AC comics. And then the alphabet continues over here. So we walk along, all these books. On this side we have a whole art section. Actually, this whole island here is a tremendous section of instructional books. This one being how to draw like a Japanese artist. We have a lot of these. We sell a lot of these. A lot of people want to draw like Japanese artists. And it's just kind of crazy. The alphabet continues. And over here, a section we're very proud of. We have our mini comics, our homemade comics. And a lot of people will come in and just sell these things off the street. And the section's got a lot of weird stuff, a lot of really cool stuff. We sell a lot of it. And there's a lot of people who just really into these things. All right, around. And over this side, we have an end cap of Justice Leagues. And then come along now. It's more of the alphabet. James Kachak. The Monkey vs. Robot CD. You should all listen to this and learn a lot about James Kachak, a superstar. There he is. There's more serious comics. If you're not carrying this, I don't understand why. You have serious problems if you don't, because this comic will appeal to all those arty people that are sure to be in your town. You walk down. There's a little bit fast again. Manhunter Special Edition by our buddy Walt Simonson. You always have Mouse. Only comic that won a Pulitzer Prize. One of our favorites. Two sections of Love and Rockets comics. Here are this whole rack of just nothing but Hernandez Brothers comics, and then you turn around, and here's all the graphic novels. And we got all Alan Moore comics here. Here's 4 racks of Alan Moore and another 2. Watchmen, From Hell, Vendetta, our homemade 1963 packs, which we've sold several of in the last few months. I think we're going to be seeing more of in Jim Hanley's universe. It's a sawtooth rack. I think we're going to be switching these, and it's, you can see, it's got a sawtooth. So the Preacher books here have a much different look than the flat books that you've been seeing everywhere. This is one potential new rack for us. We're probably going to switch into a lot of these real soon, so we could better organize our merchandise. We actually have another rack like it over here, but it majors I didn't show you. And these are 14 pockets. That one was 8 pockets. These are a little narrower, but organizes huge sections of books where you can see the covers, not too well, but also keeps them a little neater. And we kind of do that, if you see like this rack over here, we kind of do that now manually without the aid of the rack. This will help us keep our stock sorted better and make, hopefully, a better shopping experience for our customers. Homemade Neil Gaiman sign. Attach a little battered now, we have to get this replaced. Did this on the computer. Took an image from back cover of one of the books and then made a nice little pop sign, but I mean, it's like you see, it's been up for a while, so it's really seen better days. And then the other side, there's a rack of X-Men books. The reason all these X-Men books are in the end here is the end of the alphabet is right here. This is all the X-Men books. We got Zot, Understanding Comics. But we'll get to this in a second. We'll come back and look at it again. And then over here is more Neil Gaiman books because Sandman wraps around. So we keep Dave McKeon stuff nearby because he's Neil Gaiman's friend and partner. Figure people like Neil also like Dave, so we keep his books here around here too. It's a little weird, but we rack a lot of things here by creator. Here's some foreign comics here, foreign oddball things like 106U number 5. The page is falling out, but it's also got this fancy cover. People come in here and they have to rub it. I think it's very nice. And then we got more Star Wars stuff. Now around the tops here, you can see there's tons of t-shirts. This runs the length of the store. You have t-shirts everywhere, running the length of the store. Well, not up there. We have the $45.95 shirts. But there's shirts everywhere. More Star Wars books. You always have Wolvertunes. Lena's Bambinas. Someone was looking at that, obviously. Nice portrait there of Winston Churchill. Very cool Wolvertune art. Destroy this one, get it back up. And then back to these X-Men comics that we have. Recently we just added all these old back issues we just fished out of the basement. We said, hey, let's just put them on the shelf. Let's get X-Men from 1996 up on the shelf for cover price. Even further back, $1.50 cover price. And these are all at cover. You can come in and buy these things as if they were new comics. Even issue 281, the start of the new X-Men, 10 years ago, almost. Still have 10 years later. And then back in the front of the store here, and we have more t-shirts. If you want to get a shot of all the shirts, just all the way around. All the logo shirts. There. Why don't you walk this way? Here's all our shirts. We sell a lot of shirts. And the stock is constantly changing. And this wall will be different a month from now. It'll be very different. Okay. Walk around this way. Alright, here's our huge rack of ElfQuest books, right here by the back counter. This is where we do a lot of work back here. A lot of sales help for the t-shirts over here. People come over here and they can get the shirts. Starting over here is at Mobius. And then over here we have our section, mostly it's all Fantagraphics comics. You know, things that are probably a little too strong in theme to put next to the regular comics. So we have Charles Burton stuff and Peter Bagg. We have more Peter Bagg. We have Daniel Clowes. We have Hate. We have 00. Over here we got the Drawn and Quarterly stuff, and some things like Berlin are in both places. Dirty Plot, Peep Show, Chester Brown's work. We got little signs proclaiming Chester Brown's big win, Soft Boy. And then here is where we start. This is the back end of the adult comics. These are adults only comics. There is these over here, so they run around. There's a lot of specialty books here, like Blunderbroad, Pinup Art, Diva, European books. A lot of nudity, so I hope we're not making anyone blush here. All graphic novels, magazines, a lot of the Japanese erotic comics. A whole wall of all the Eros trades. Constantly selling all this stuff. And over here is the start of the adult comics. So you see all this. Okay, so over here, now we leave that section. And what we did was, we used to have, this whole section used to be all adults only. What we did was we kind of divided it so we had this mature material in the front and the adults only all the way in the back. So it's kind of literally divided. And we start off with milder stuff like Little Annie Fanny and the pinup artwork and stuff. And then we kind of work our way into what would be considered X-rated or you know, more of the shocking stuff. Here's a wall of Robert Crumb's comics. We have everything in print. Well, maybe not everything, but most everything. Complete Crumb books, the sketchbooks, Waiting for Food, Weirdos, the whole thing. And then here we have heavy metal, Cheech Wizard, a lot of heavy metal books, Richard Corbin's work. And over here is just kind of a rack of just general non-Fantagraphics underground and non-drawn and quarterly, just the odds and ends like Freak Brothers and Snarf. Just a little section, Justin Green's book, Sign Game, the whole thing. And then in the front here we have Robert Williams, all his work, kind of a mild introduction to the horror that awaits you in the back. And here's Jim hard at work, listening to the radio on his computer. He's covered in bandages. I don't know why. I wouldn't film him right now. This is Jim hard at work doing a comic order. Here's his various databases.
So could he do it again this year?
Sits here and has all these databases linked together. It's his own ordering system, it's our tracking system. It's the backbone of Jim Hanley's universe happening right here.